Sup? Yeah, it's me, Wick, or W1K, or W1000, however you people came up with that one. You may know me because of the funny mode with the fairies, among other things, or the game's credits. But clearly more importantly, people know me for data mining Terraria since 2012? Let's just say I know the ins and outs of this code so well I can recite the first 100 lines of set defaults by memory. If I sound in pain, it's because I am. This folly, as I will call it, is what got me to discover maybe one of the most infamous, crazy, destructive bug this community has ever witnessed. And yeah, we're talking about ducks. Since tModLoader 1.4 is behind the corner, maybe, and the exploit has been fixed in 1.4 because why? I figured I might as well go over how I discovered the exploit and how it works, and how it can still be used in tModLoader 1.3 if you really feel like it. So buckle in, this is gonna take a bit, and this script is long. So, before we delve into how to treat the game's engine like the 5th pair of Flame Waker boosts the damn crates keep giving you, we need a quick history lesson. It is year 2018, 25th of June. User Zero Gravitas, who you might know as one of the founders of the Terraria Mechanical Engineering Corps, posts a thread questioning a clip from one of YouTubers ChippyGaming's recent videos showcasing Terraria life hacks.
But another method you can actually use to make sure no enemies spawn around your base is by having multiple statues around the base set up to a timer. So what you can do is you can have bunnies running around, and what that will actually do is it will fill up all of the enemy spawn slots.
To which Zero Gravitas thought otherwise. Of course, knowing the inner workings of this game more than I know the names of the 14 months of the year, it took me 10 minutes to finish my research. It seems like statue spawn NPCs always have no weight and therefore should not interfere with other NPC spawning. And this is where I will close the video if these source codes were not an absolute rabbit hole. However, to understand the rest of the investigation, we need to delve deeper into Terraria's inner workings. To prevent confusion, I will be referring to monsters and critters as NPCs. Internally they are all NPCs. And really anything that has a virtual brain and can get hit by things is likely one. To understand the issue, we need to go over what NPC slots are and how they affect the game spawning. NPC slots are essentially a simple number determining how many NPCs can be in the world at any given time. You know, so there isn't 136 zombies outside your house after you came back from grabbing pizza. Think about it like a chest getting filled with NPCs. Not all NPCs abide to this rule, such as town NPCs and bosses, but you get the premise. How many NPCs can be around is not a static number. It varies with biome, active event, blue candles, whether you're looking for a routed Discord. However, not every NPC is made equal. Some fill more of those slots. I like to call this weight. Bosses are the obvious example, as usually nothing else spawns when Ayukatul is alive. Or your mom. How do the critters fit into this? Bunnies, fireflies, worms all count towards the limit. This leads to the situation where a town filled with harmless critters will still not spawn any hostiles, if something very unfortunate had to accidentally happen to one of your poor town NPCs. So that's it. Statues fill slots, you fill till higher. Calm your horses. Statues are special. Statues don't care about your silly slots. And anything spawned to a statue, the game makes sure to specifically strip of any weight whatsoever. The things have their own limits. You see, statues are coded to make sure there is no more than 3 copies of that NPC within 200 pixels of the statue, no more than 6 within 600 pixels, and no more than 10 in the entire world. This means not only all statue NPCs have no weight, but you cannot create more than 10 either. So what I'm saying is that Chippy's claim, or at least his source, was incorrect. Well, kinda. Goldfishes! These pieces of garbage have 4 NPC entries. You see, goldfishes can transform into one of 4 variants. At this point, get ready to hear the word transform a lot. Either they jump around like fishes out of water, or they transform during the rain and walk around like fishes out of water. or they transform into corrupt or vicious fishes during blood moons because nature is scary. Now, let's say we spawn some goldfishes from a statue. Their weight is set to 0. However, when NPCs transform, they are no longer considered statue NPCs as they now have a different internal ID and their weight is restored. The statues now have no clue they're even there and will just keep spawning more. This means, while it's raining or there's a blood moon, you can create an infinite amount of fishes to fill up all NPC slots and enjoy a calm and relaxing monster-less blood moon. Minus the stench of fish you've just created. But enough playing Jesus and multiplying fishes. What about the ducks? What if you want something that always works? Well, guess who's also got 4 NPC entries? Except there's only 2 ducks. What the hell, Red? See, ducks fly. They have 2 states, a chilling in the water while being noisy state, and a flying state. These are 2 independent NPCs. Why? Go ask your logic, I don't work for them. Yeah! So you might have guessed it at this point. Ducks transform when they start flying. That turns them into a different NPC, breaks statues, restores their weight, fills up NPC slots. Now all we need to do is summon ducks and force them to permanently fly. Now by the way, this is done by spawning them into water to force them to swim and then staying close to them to force them to fly. They don't like flying if they're walking for some reason. Just make sure to stay close to them and get some damn near plug while you're at it. Well, that's cool and all. We've learned how to create infinite duck. Now how do we use it to push the game to its absolute limit and break it like Martian soldiers break my will to live? Remember when I said NPC slots are like a chest? That's just how many NPCs the game is trying to keep out of ones. However, there is also a physical limit of 200 NPCs the game can never exceed. If you can't fit the damn things inside your chest, you put them in another chest, until your house is all ducks. Now what? Since we have hit the absolute physical limit, no new NPC can spawn. But now, what if we kill an NPC and try to spawn an NPC composed of multiple parts? And it just so happens all but one slot is filled with nothing but ducks. Yeah, you get the idea. So let's sum it up. You got ducks. When ducks fly, they transform and are considered not ducks. When statues spawn ducks and they transform into flying ducks, they see no more ducks, so they make more ducks. Repeat until the universe is ducked to a molecular level. Kill some ducks to free some slots and force spawn a boss. Tailless Destroyer. Seriously, when are we gonna push laws against NPC abuse? Well, now you know how to dupe ducks and cause some real whack havoc. What do you do with it? There's some cool applications. Chippy worked on some videos covering some of them, inadvertently letting Relogic know of our secret world domination powers to which I would never forgive him for. Otherwise, here's all the uses I can come up with from the top of my head. You can limit the spawns of any invasion event because not even Martians are wanting to take a fight with these ducks. You can prevent the Eye of Cthulhu and Queen Bee from procreating and raising their babies against you. You can prevent Skeletron and Prime Sense from spawning, making the fight a natural joke. You can prevent Spasmatism from spawning, and prove that Raidanazer is canonically the older brother. Write that down on the wiki. You can prevent most of the Destroyer segments from spawning, which makes him really hard to kill. Well, all good luck to you. Oh, this one's my favorite. Did you know Plantera Zooks are NPCs? I sure didn't. You can prevent Plantera from moving forever. This is not a point. You can't do anything with Golem, but what the hell's going on here? You can prevent Fishron from shooting bubbles and summoning Shark, but he'll probably still kick your ass. You can prevent the Cultist from summoning clones and the Phantasmal Dragon, turning off the only cool gimmick he has. You can prevent all the pillars from spawning, skipping the event altogether if you're in a rush. Sadly, I don't think you can do any weird shenanigans with the Lord himself. However, if you summon him when there's exactly 4 slots left, you can cause him to flash the screen and immediately disappear, which is just really funny to me. The dude has transcended time and space to enter our reality, specifically to kick your ass, just to be met with an army of ducks in a box. As an eldritch horror, I will be intimidated too. It's like the ducks act as some sort of seal, weakening and keeping evil outside of our reality. and therefore must be worshipped as such, the saviors almighty they truly are. Write that down on the wiki. And that's it. That's how the dogs took over the world for like a solid minute. This got fixed in 1.4 obviously, and we'll probably never see it again. Thanks to Logic. If you've made it this far, I congratulate you, and thank you for watching. And even extra amount of thank you should you happen to decide to toss the video a like to let the algorithm know I'm cool. Also maybe share it, or do whatever with it. A huge thank you to my Patreon for making this possible, if I had any that is. If enough people enjoyed this, I might consider turning it into a short series covering other bizarre mechanical quirks of Terraria's engine, such as Terrablade being a broken mess, or traps being stronger in multiplayer. I have seen the forgotten knowledge that is the depths of the source code and the world must know. Also, I have a gaming channel where I poorly edit silly clips sometimes. Go look at it maybe. That's about it. Go break Calamity's bosses with dogs or something. You just don't tell them I sent you. Or do. Tell them to like the video. Bye.